Hey, hi, hello. It's the LaSala show, episode 81. I'm joined by Francisco. Do you want to be known by your whole name?
Um,
Because I
I
think
guess.
it's a pretty badass name.
Okay, say it.
Francisco Beauchamp.
Florida.
But I call him Frank. How you doing, man?
Doing great. Thank you for having me.
So it's been a long time since I think we've seen each other.
Yeah.
Um, but you reached out. Do you find my content worthy?
I mean, I know who you are as a human being, so, and you're friends with my brother, and he often talked well about you, so I just took a risk. I said, I want to be interviewed. That'll be fun.
All right, so right now it looks like you're jacking off.
Sorry, I shake because of my brain. It's okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a neurological condition.
no, okay, no. I'm not shaming. I'm just saying it just
You
looks
still
like
look like I jacking off on
yeah,
this right
yeah,
here. Like,
yeah.
I don't find you attractive, Jesse. I know you're a smooth guy and your dad's smooth, but nope, not here.
Got you. Yeah, I was just making sure that the camera was settled and in a soft position. Perfect. So, okay, you advised me to quit drinking, which you did like recently.
What?
You quit drinking recently, and
No, I quit smoking.
okay,
And in that time, I was going to a certain place for my sobriety, but that ended and I got switched over to a group of Alcoholics Anonymous in Lafayette. So I went there with my sponsor and he introduced me to people. And that's how it went.
so I've done that as well, where I've gone to AA meetings with my father. I mean, this was
Yeah, that's where I met your father.
yeah, this is when I was before I even started drinking. He just took me
Okay.
there as his child, and I heard
That's a
these
good
stories,
place
and
to
I
live.
was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, I would never do anything like that. Like, what? I don't. I even went to rehab and I survived 3 days because everyone's stories. It was like if I was a like if I was trying to make people laugh or trying to impress people, I would have gotten voted off if it was a reality show or some shit, because everybody else had their own
Story.
crazy ass stories where they were like, yeah, I drove to Shreveport one night just to get a hit off of cocaine, and then I drove back and I got pulled over by the cops, and I was like, damn, bitch, I never done that.
A long ass drive.
Yeah, Shreveport.
Wow.
But you have been, for the most part, sober and you've lost a lot of weight, yes?
Yes. I mean, I still look a bit heavy, but I'm not working out like I used to.
Can you take your shirt off for everyone listening and watching right now?
No,
It's fair.
no, I'm fine. Thank you, though. I appreciate that.
I was gonna do it if you were gonna do it. I'm just saying.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a series of ridiculous questions, but also I would like to know the answers to them.
Okay.
If you want to pass, you can pass, but I think they're these are pretty tame. All right.
Okay.
How often do you have nightmares?
Not often. When I was in the hospital, I had some nightmares about. Now, this may be sound crazy, but I woke up. I had lucid dreams. You know what a lucid dream is?
Yes, sir.
So I had these lucid dreams where I woke up. There was no electricity, and there was I saw the lights under the door, and no lights were on. Um, I heard like footsteps outside that were very strong. I tried getting out of bed. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move. And I thought to myself that it was Terminators. I was like, shit. Like, what if I'm in a situation where there's Terminators outside and I go, oh, I don't know what to do. And then I didn't think it was a lucid dream. So I closed my eyes. I tried to go back to bed. And I woke up again and I was fine. It was truly scary.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
happened 3 times.
some people don't even dream. Do you realize that? Like
Yeah.
my fiance, she says she never dreams. And I'm like, how the fuck is that even possible?
I think when you don't hit REM cycle or you hit the REM cycle periodically, your brain doesn't go into the state of mind to dream, and that's why you don't dream.
Yeah. Well, I wake up and it feels like a soul is entering my body and I'm back to being myself again. But I was off doing some crazy shit in another multiverse.
You're Spider-Man.
Yes, I don't know, but like, sometimes I'll wake up and it's not like I'm doing like some crazy heinous shit. It's just like weird, like very intricate storylines to where I wake up and I have to like quickly write them down or else they're gone from my head completely.
Yeah, it's a good idea to write them down. That's
Yeah,
how I live now. I have to write down everything I think about now. It sucks, but it's okay.
yeah.
I only
Keeping
have
a diary is very healthy, I would say,
I had to learn how to write with my left hand, and I do everything with my left hand now.
including jacking off.
Yes,
Okay.
especially that. This is my right hand.
It's a friendly stranger.
Yeah. Well, when I was younger, I switched left hand, and I was like, "Oh, this is lovely," and I thought it was great. I was in the hospital. I never did in the hospital, so I was like, "Oh, I haven't done this in like 3 months." So, sorry, my mom's waving at me. Okay, I'll be in.
Does she want to come on the podcast?
No, no,
I have a good question for
no.
her. Okay, all right, fair enough.
You just wish
Um,
me good night.
have you ever eaten Gerber's baby food?
No.
Not even as a child.
As an adult, yes, but as a child, no. I ate Hispanic baby formula and stuff back then when I was younger.
All right. How much do you pay for your eggs, if any?
I haven't paid for eggs in a long time. I heard they were $9.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, right?
Yeah, it is.
They make your breath smell bad. If you don't cook them right, they're terrible. You like them scrambled? You like them boiled or any other
Scrambled.
scrambled? Yeah. Put a little cheese on top.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's the mosquito truck going by. If you can hear that,
I remember that thing. Yeah.
spraying chemicals into the air.
Yep. I love them chemicals.
Have you ever been suspended or gotten in school suspension
Yeah,
at school?
I got in school suspension one time. That sucked. It was like going to a new world. I went to the junior high. Well, I went to Eunice High School, so it was a little rough. And then the reason why I went was I was being disorderly. Then I don't know why I was yelling at someone or fighting someone. I don't know. Um, I was really immature when I was younger. Then I went to the junior high to go to in-school suspension, and they gave me that for a week. And I went there and I was like, oh, maybe it'll be fun. And I found I was the most boring, stupidest people I've ever met. And the people were just like, oh yeah, they're talking about being in juvenile detention. Oh yeah, I love this type of soap, Bob Barker soap. I was like, what the fuck am I at? Where am I at? And they just talk about Bob Barker beating people with bats, beating people with pipes, um, saying the N word a lot, and then,
Nuggets?
huh?
Nuggets? The N
No,
word.
no.
Oh,
They're talking about,
the other one.
yeah, they're talking
Okay.
about black people a lot.
Okay.
The big black dudes were there, and the shady white guys. They got in verbal matches. Yo, you don't you say that? My great grandfather was a slave. It's like I doubt you know your lineage like that, but okay.
Also, we weren't responsible for that.
No, we aren't.
We
I'm
weren't
not.
born then.
Yeah, I'm not. Um, sorry, people. I'm from Puerto Rico, so I'm an American citizen from birth, and I did not have slaves. My family did not have slaves. We were part of Indian culture, Taino Indian, and so that's it. The Spanish came to Puerto Rico and they enslaved the Puerto Ricans. They enslaved the Indians and the blacks. They brought the blacks over from Africa. They made the blacks breed with the whites. They made the blacks rape the whites under their supervision, which is crazy. And that's how we were made.
And that's what you learned in school suspension.
No, no. I
Of
learned that.
course not. You just had to write the same sentence 14,000 times.
Yeah. No, they didn't do a lot of writing.
So
It
what
was
was
like sit,
the
sit
punishment?
there, sit there, do nothing, be bored, wait.
Dude, I mean, if that's not, I want to
From
bring
A to
back the
Z, it's
word
pretty
retarded.
boring.
That's retarded. Like you're slowing down someone's uh, ability to learn
Yeah,
by putting them in a classroom where they're doing nothing. That's retarded.
yeah, and they're being disciplined for speaking or doing that.
Yeah, or like when I got it, it was because I was being bullied and I stepped up to somebody. Or the other time, it was because I was wearing a gray undershirt over my high school uniform. And they were
That's
like,
bullshit. It's stupid.
dude, I mean, people are going to look back on this generation and be like, what the fuck were y'all doing?
I was wearing gray under my school shirt. Oh my God, you're crazy.
Yeah, you must be a fucking Nazi. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're Kyle, dude. Oh my God, I love you.
What was your last vacation?
Um, I don't remember.
And you can't count, your homeland.
Why not?
Feels a little like, Like you already
I
have a
haven't
house there. Like the last
I
vacation
haven't been
where
there
you
since
had to check
2018.
into a hotel.
Um, I went to Natchitoches with my ex-girlfriend for a week
Okay.
in 2021. It was
Knack.
fun.
Can you spell Natchitoches?
No, it's like Natchiotches.
Close enough, brother. Close enough. I'll take it. Because I can't spell that shit either.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
It's like, it's very Indian.
No, Natchez is Natchez. Natchez, Natchez.
Natchitoches?
Yeah, it
Like,
looks like
like they should do
Natchitoches.
it phonetically, right?
Yes,
All right.
Natchez is Natchitoches. Yeah.
Were you ever in a school play?
Yes.
And what
In
part did
10th
you
grade,
play? And what was the play?
in 10th grade, I had to be the sound man of a production at Unified for the drama class. I don't know what the play was. I mean, I don't know what the play's named, but it was about a white guy who is around black dudes, and the white guy is supposed to be comedic and make you feel good. And that was Brett Baldwin. He was there. We had to audition in the room with her, and I went up there and I started talking like, I didn't know what acting was. I had no understanding, and she made me a sound man. I was like, okay. I took over the music. It's cool. Some girl was some African American woman. She did like a play, I mean a poem, and then she wrote uh, a song, and then afterwards she salsa danced with me because they love uh, appropriating different cultures.
Right.
So they
Like
made me salsa.
every commercial that you see nowadays.
Yes, you have to make sure you watch that commercial, and they have to have two black people and a black girl and three white guys and
But in the
two
80s,
Hispanics, and they're trying to sell you Wegovy or Ozempic or something. And it's like, huh, this lady loves to be free.
and
So
also
she,
you may get diarrhea.
her A1C is going down. It's been good for her.
Yeah. Well, okay, so when was the last time you got an inappropriate boner in a public setting?
Today,
Okay.
I went to Chick-fil-A and I had a boner when I walked in, and I was like, oh shit. And then I was standing there, and the girl never looked at my pants, so I was very happy, and I ordered my food. I
So
don't.
my girl has me watching this show called Love Island. I don't know
Oh
if
yeah, I've heard of it. I never watched it, but I heard of it.
dude, it's like what I needed when I was in eighth grade. You know, it's just like a bunch of like semi good looking people like just making out and doing lap dances and shit. Like I would have beat my dick to death off of this show. But now I'm watching it, I'm like, ugh. She's just gonna kiss that dude and then kiss that dude and then kiss that dude? That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yes, I understand what you mean. You're growing older.
I'm
You're getting
40,
wiser. Yeah, you're getting wiser.
but in eighth grade. Come on, let's be
Yeah, and
real.
eighth grade, penis is starting to explode. Your penis is like, oh my god, hey, that girl's hot. That girl's hot. Oh my god, that girl's hot. That girl's hot. Oh, and then I found out about banging, and I was like, what?
Game changer.
Yeah,
All right. Did you ever suck your thumb
I
and
thought you
how
were gonna
long
tell
did
me.
it last?
I thought you were gonna say, "Have you ever sucked your dick?"
No,
No,
see, you took it
no.
there. You took it there.
I know I did. I know, but so I was thinking because of the previous conversation. Um, no, I don't suck my thumb. I never sucked my thumb when I was little.
I have to make a confession that I sucked my thumb for a little too long. You want to guess the age?
4.
6.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
I'll be like, "Hey, dude, you're weird.
Yeah,
What's weird?" I go, "It's the way you are.
yeah. And then I punched him in the face, though.
You did? Why?"
No, I, I didn't have that much courage back then. I was still sucking my thumb. Jesus Christ.
It's
Have you ever
okay.
taken money from a wishing well?
No, those aren't real. Oh, you mean like a fountain and there's money
Yeah,
inside of it?
yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Like quarters or just like pennies or like what how much would you get?
Miscellaneous funds.
So you get like five, rolls of quarters and you go get some Chick-fil-A or some shit?
Well, that's like $25. Shit, 5 rolls, $125 Chick-fil-A. I don't think I can eat all that in one sitting. No, maybe in 2 or 3 days I could, but no, I never had that. No, maybe I got some nickels, a few dimes
Were you ever caught or disciplined
for what?
for taking money out of the damn wishing well?
No,
Also,
I
you're
did commit.
still jacking off.
I did commit crimes when I was younger, but that's then.
All right, what are the most heinous crimes you've committed?
I don't like to talk about that.
All right, all right. In 7 years, we'll get back to this.
Okay. I
Uh,
mean,
how
statute
much
of limitations.
cash do you have on you right now?
I have like $250 in my debit card.
All right. But like dollar bills, like actual scratchola.
None. Hardly carry cash.
It is, right? Unless I'm getting tips from somewhere
Yeah.
and I just throw it in a fucking mason jar and forget about it. And then if a tough day comes up, I'll snatch it out. But yeah, everything's digital now. You just fucking tap your card and
No.
keep it moving.
Or Cash App for a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. Or Venmo.
Yeah.
So whenever you go somewhere and they slide the computer around and they're like, "Do you want a tip?" How do you feel about that?
Well, here's the thing. My mom, she, I watch her not tip people. Like we go get a coffee, she goes no tip. We go to Chick-fil-A, no tip. We go to Nukes, no tip. And I was always like, why? And then I realized I ain't tipping people for shit if I'm up on the counter and stuff. Oh, can I get some? Yeah, okay. And they, oh, can I have a tip? No. Why? Okay.
Exactly. So why tip someone for doing something that they're already supposed to be doing,
They get
especially if
away.
they're behind a counter? Now
Yeah,
I
they have a
can
way.
I can get it if it's
Server at a
like a
restaurant.
waiter or waitress,
Yeah,
because that takes a little
I
skill.
always, I always tip them. I
At
just
least
don't.
20%, right?
Yeah, or 15.
Yeah, yeah, depending on, the service, but 15 to
I've
20,
heard of um, situations in which you can tip 5 or 10% if they're really bad, but I just it's so heinous to do that. So I'm like, I give people 15, normally 15.
yeah. I mean, working in the food industry for so long as I have, um, I've been on both sides of it to where I'm picking up food for myself or I'm serving food to other people. And at this point, I don't fucking care. Like, just whatever whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. You know, you're gonna get your food, you're gonna go home, you're gonna eat it, it's gonna fucking kill you. Great.
One time I had a server who I didn't tip said to me, "Oh, you're not going to tip me?" And I go, "Excuse me?" And she goes, "You're not going to tip me?" And I said, "I actually have cash for you." And she goes, "Oh."
Oh, Uno
In that,
call, reverse.
in that moment, I wanted to be like, "Fuck you, bitch.
Now
No,
you're
you
not
don't."
getting it.
Yeah. So she walked away, and I went and found her, and I said, "I don't appreciate being checked by you, but here's your tip." "Oh, thank you." Yeah, fuck off, dude.
Ah.
I'm so sorry. No, you're not. You knew exactly what you did. You just didn't think it would work out that way.
Right. Well, there's a difference between
That's fine.
bringing someone their drinks and their food and, oh, can I have some extra this or that? Or just pulling up to a fucking Chick-fil-A and just you're in your car and it's like, tip this. And it's like, tip this dick. Like, come on.
I guess so. Yeah.
All right.
Not tip this yet, but
I mean, yeah, yeah.
fuck off with the tip.
tip
All
this
you're doing
nip.
is taking my order. They pay you to be out here sweating your ass off with your
That
15 drinks.
is one of the wildest things when I go. Like, I don't go there often, but when I do, they're out there in their fucking bright orange, whatever, traffic jacket.
One safety vest. Yeah.
They got their little headsets and their little
Yeah.
iPads, and they're taking your order, and it's like, Jesus
And you
Christ.
look at the window seal and you see 20 drinks. They're just standing outside drinking all they want and taking orders. It's not. It seems it is bad, but they can make it at least somewhat comfortable.
And they hate the gays, apparently.
I mean, I heard that a long time ago, but they make great chicken. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One of my friends is gay, and he went to Chick-fil-A with both of us, with my mom and I. And I was like, "You okay eating this?" He was like, "I love Chick-fil-A." And I go, "Okay, that's fine."
Fucking right. The product sells itself, even for the gays.
Yeah,
But I only do it like, maybe once a month. I don't want to give them too much of my money. Uh,
I went twice this week.
oh shit. So you must have one like real close to you.
Yeah, in Opelousas,
Okay. Okay.
20 minutes away.
Have you ever
Yeah, and then
cleaned
my
a public toilet before you sat down and did the dirty?
yes, always.
I mean,
You
are
can't
you a
trust them.
home shitter or if it's an
Oh, I
emergency?
do. I do all. I put the toilet paper on the rim and I take the dump.
What's the gringiest place you've ever dropped a deuce?
An airplane.
Ah, yes, dude. That's underrated because anyone can go to like a fucking Chevron and get that fucking
I
big
mean, Chevron is pretty. That's very nasty at Chevron.
but yeah, if you do it in
Yeah.
an airplane, that's an emergency, brother. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, I could wait till I get to Atlanta, but this shit is coming out right now, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the stewardess doesn't want to have to deal with this once we land.
I think to myself, are they gonna release my shit over the ocean, or they just take it out when they land?
That's a good question. Have you ever vaped or do you vape at all?
No, I used to.
Okay. So one time, I hope this doesn't get me fucking arrested, but
And,
there was a
oh, okay.
flight at one point where I went to the bathroom and took a hit off my vape, which also, if it's so illegal, don't allow it onto my carry-on, right? So I go to the bathroom.
Wait, a vape of PED or a vape of
No, no,
tobacco?
no, the fucking nicotine Lost Mary shit. Like the
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah, I
go to
used
the
to chew those.
bathroom,
Yeah,
I take a hit, and I blow it into the toilet, because I don't want to stir up any controversy. And it hit me
yeah.
so hard. I guess because of the altitude, or I don't know what it was,
Yeah.
but I literally
Uh-huh.
like fell on the
Wait,
ground.
was it in the airplane?
Yeah. And I was like
Oh shit.
I was trying to climb up through the fucking sink, and I was in there for at least 5 minutes. So then I like when I walked out, I was convinced that everyone knew I took a shit when actually I just took one hit of a vape. And I was all like walking all like wobbly and shit. Like it was never
Yeah,
again. Never again.
man, Jesse, that's wild.
Yo,
Yeah,
man,
you could have
sometimes
got
you get drunk on a flight and you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta take a shit, you gotta hit a vape. I don't know.
I get it. One time I went to New York when I was like 16, and the flight attendant let Jose and I drink all we wanted, and I was 16. I didn't give her my card, nothing. She was like, "Okay," and she gave me booze, and I drank and drank, and Jose drank and drank, and when I got to New York, I was like, "Wee, wee," and but I didn't need to take shit after that. I didn't get up more.
There was no shit after that.
Yeah. Me and my mom and dad were like on the other chairs. So it was like, uh, they can see me, but they don't know what I'm drinking. It was very weird.
Right. It looks like ginger ale to me. Ah.
Yeah, it did.
All right, we got
You know,
a couple minutes left, and then if you want to come back, we can do another. How you
okay.
feel?
I mean, we can do it the whole thing if you want.
All right. Because Zoom is a cunt, and I said it, we will be right back.
Wait, is there a time limit?
Yeah. So like
How long?
whenever the recording gets to like 1:30, I like to
Uh-huh.
try to cut it off because if you have like a cool story, sometimes it gets lost. So then,
Well, turn it off. It's still recording.
right, 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 right. So then I pause it and then I start a new one.
Okay.
All right, so I'll send you a new one in just a second. And also, it has to process the recording. So
Okay. All right.
go take a 5 minute pisser or whatever.
No, I'm gonna drink some water.
All right, word. Two. And we're back with the Jesse LaSala Show, episode 81, with Francisco Beauchamp. I'll say you.
Flores.
That's your middle name, right?
No, that's my last name. From Beauchamp, Flores.
Ah, so
In Hispanic, like you.
it's like me. So I'm Jesse Alexander LaSala Ayers. And it
That's
always
how you do it.
ends me up at the fucking DMV. And they're like, there's no hyphen in between LaSala and Ayers. So it's like, it looks like a terrorist name, you know?
I'm a hyphen boy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking retarded. Uh,
Yeah, it is.
it's given me so many problems that I've had to like jump through hoops to get a damn DMV card or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
At really fancy places, people call me Mr. Flores. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's me. Oh, hi, Mr. Flores. It's Beauchamp Flores. What? Yeah, I have two names, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, because your mom wants you to have her maiden
Yeah,
name.
she told me that before I graduated. She goes, "You're Beauchamp Flores." I go, "Okay." And she was like, "You better make sure they say that out loud when you graduate because I'm your mother." I was like, "What the fuck? I never thought this mattered, but it did."
Yeah, it turns out to be
Man,
an issue.
yeah,
All right, we got some rapid fire questions. And then I'm gonna get you out of here because my girl wants to watch Love Island, the one that just
that's
came
fine.
out. uh,
That's good. Is she there?
no, she's in the other room. She's waiting patiently.
Yeah, I know. Is she there at Lafayette?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, good.
I moved her down here thinking it was during COVID and my father's house was vacant until he was like, why don't y'all just come stay here until we figure out what this COVID shit is? And then he like got married, and then the woman that he got married to realized that he was losing his mind a little bit, and she divorced him kind of, and so he moved back in, and so now we're living with Hector, or
That's
he's living
fucked
with
up.
us, whatever you want to think.
That really sucks.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough way to see kind of the decline of a
Your
great man.
father. Yeah, yeah.
But dementia, I mean, it's coming for me because I'm sure it's heretic. So
Yeah, my mom has it. Is getting it.
yeah, like when they ask you the same thing like every single day and you have to like re-explain, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's annoying.
But there are ways,
But we handle it because we love our parents.
yeah, you have to deal with it in a compassionate way and understand the steps and you know, it is what it is. I mean, I love both my parents, and a lot of people can't say that.
You told him about me?
Yeah,
What he said.
totally forgot about
Come on, Jeffrey.
it.
Come on.
I mean, it's funny and it's not funny, but it's just that's what it is. I had a terrible knee accident where I hyperextended my knee and it went backwards. So
Hmm.
like it went inverted.
Yeah.
And that was like last year. And then the other knee that was trying to compensate for the lack of the strength of the other knee, it hyperextended. So I've been wobbling around like a damn penguin just to like I can't play basketball, I can't run. Like if there was an
No more.
active shooter, I'd be the first one down. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't run.
I do. From my stroke, my hamstring in my right leg was gone, and I tried to run for my birthday last year, and I couldn't step through the. You know when you run and your foot starts to like bend, and you really start getting in the gallop of the run.
Right.
I couldn't do that. I was just like, like I just couldn't move. And I realized I have no hamstring on my right side. So I went to physical therapy. I learned how to walk and fix my knee a little bit, but now I work out the hamstring every 3 days, 3 times a week. I've been doing that for a month. So I need to keep doing it till August or
Yeah.
September, December, so I can walk better. I want to run again.
And how old are you for the listener out there that want to know how old you are?
33, 34, August 15th.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm 40 and it's not going to get any better, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, World War III is about to happen, so we'll all be nuked at some point. Yes or yes?
Um, well, Trump just allowed that Golden Dome is going to be, uh, that Golden Dome is going to be built in the United States.
The beautiful bill. It's going to be brilliant. And I told Putin, I'm still trying to
I
work on my.
told I told Putin that I'm gonna suck his dick, and he's not gonna worry about it because that's what he's doing.
And Kim Jong Un Joe, whatever his name is, I don't know.
I shook his hand and I told him I was his friend.
I like JD Vance's. He wasn't
Oh,
even
the
mic'd up and he
him
was
with the
like,
fat face.
you ever even said thank you once? And they were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what?
That guy, Vladimir Zelensky, should shit on that guy's face.
And he's a great actor, apparently. He played a president in some fucking
Yeah,
Russian.
it's in a comedy.
Yeah,
Ukrainian.
that's insane.
Yeah,
Well,
they
at
don't
least
like being called Russian.
you could say the same about Trump because he kind of played a comedian at The Apprentice and he became president, you know? Who do
He
you think
wasn't a comedian.
the next president, if you had to guess?
I have no idea.
The Rock?
No,
AOC?
no.
Bernie Sanders?
I would like it, but he's too he's so much away from the establishment that they won't elect him.
Yeah, well, they blocked him out fucking 8 years ago, right?
Yeah, yeah. They were like, don't do that. And you go, okay,
Yeah,
just bow out. And it was like, don't bow out, dude.
yeah.
But it's expensive to run a campaign, you're gonna lose.
What about Joe Rogan as the president?
No, I don't want to hear his conspiracy theories marketed throughout the free world. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'd much rather hear his conspiracy theories just on a podcast level. I don't want
Yeah.
And also, he is the one that says if you want this job, you shouldn't have it.
What is that? What he says about being a podcaster?
No, no, about being the president.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
It's a thankless job. I would think that if you want that kind of power, first of all, you're not getting paid really that much until after you get out of office and you go and like do speeches and shit, or like, make Netflix series or whatever.
Man, Dick Cheney made a lot of money. He didn't do that.
Right. Well, he shot somebody in the woods on accident, right?
Yeah, and he had a bunch of stock in what's that company?
And a fake
Halliburton.
party.
Halliburton.
Wait, don't talk about Halliburton right now. As a Pacers fan, prayers up for Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, all
Wait,
I
what? Are you okay?
I'm still mourning for my boy Tyrese Halliburton, who
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the
no, I
oil
know.
conglomerate named
I'm
Halliburton.
I'm joking. They just happen to share the same name. Halliburton was single-handedly about to take the Pacers to win their first NBA championship,
Oh, they lost?
and he got hurt in the first 7 minutes of the game.
That the guy who was on the ground crying because of his.
Yeah,
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
he's gonna be out all next year, and
Wow.
it's fucking a gut punch. Like
Did they lose because of him?
I think if he had played the entire game, we would have won. And that's just, Pacers bias, but uh he was 3 or 4 on 3 pointers in the first 7 minutes. He was about to go the fuck off. And we were up by 2 at halftime. But then fucking Miles Turner missing wide open threes, and now he's on the Bucks, and I don't want to go down that road with you. I'm still sour in my soul, Frank. All right, hard hitting question.
Sorry, sorry, your soul is being hit.
Have you ever taken a picture of yourself with money?
No.
Okay, good.
That's very it's poor taste in my opinion.
Like where you're holding it like a rack as like a phone or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Or having it fanned out on your chest and thinking that, oh, this money blesses me. I have I'm so pretentious and popular. I'm such a hard worker. Good for you. Fuck your money.
Yeah.
In my
Also,
opinion.
I'm gonna come rob you, bitch.
Yeah, that's what it seems like a lot of times. I one time sold an AK-47 to a guy who told me 2 months after he got robbed and they took the AK. And I was like, how? Oh, I, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, were you repping your AK because you're cool and you got my Kalashnikov stolen? And he was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, that's why you shoot people with the gun. That's why. Don't let yourself get robbed. No.
Right. Um, Completely different subject topic. What was your AOL screen name back in the day?
I forgot. And I don't remember that. I'm sorry.
What's your current Gmail address? If all the ladies want to hit you up.
They won't, but uh, FRANNYJO23 @gmail.com.
You already knew that. I just wanted to clarify.
Friendly Joe 23.
Yo, hit this man up, ladies. Come on. What was the most money you ever found on the ground?
$100.
Just $100 bill.
Yeah.
Fucking right. How old were you and did you get to keep it?
18. I kept it. I bought a bunch of weed with
Fucking right, dude. Fucking
it.
right.
Yeah. It's a good idea, but it's okay.
I found a 20 on the beach of Pensacola, Florida, and I showed it to my mom, and she was like, "Oh, that's great." And she took it from me, never saw it again. And I was like, 10 or whatever. And I was like, I'm still salty about that shit.
Where's your mom at?
Well, now she lives in West Palm Beach.
Hmm,
Got a nice condo overlooking the fucking Atlantic. She's living
nice.
Um, okay, this is a controversial one. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
No.
See, because you have a brother, and so I
Yeah.
imagine that like y'all were
I'll annoy him
up in
and talk
age.
to him.
You what?
Yeah. I'll annoy him and talk to him instead.
Right, right, right.
I was when I was little. Yeah.
So, full disclosure, my imaginary friends were my nipples, and I called them Deedly and Doodaloo.
Wait, Evilly?
Deedly and Doodaloo.
Billy and Dooley.
And that was whenever I was taking a shower, and this is way before any like sexual shit. I would just like rub on one, I'd be like, Deedly, Doodaloo. And then I would just have like fucking podcasts with them. What are you doing today? Well, and I would like make up their own like narrative. It was, I'm an insane person, you know?
It's okay. I understand that.
No, you
I,
don't.
I
You'll
see it
never
right now.
understand.
I see it right now. Yeah, it sounds like you're a bit crazy, but it's okay.
All right, what number am I thinking of right now?
7.
Close, 17. All right,
That's my birthday.
I'll give you points for that.
Okay.
All right, do you like
One number. What?
quiche?
Quiche, like Quiche?
No, quiche, like the pie with spinach.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Quiche.
You like it?
Yes, it's very good.
All right. If I were to come to your house and your mom was cooking, what would you tell her? Hey, Jesse's coming over. Let's cook this.
Carnegie style.
Okay, describe that for me and our listeners.
It's a Puerto Rican version of beef stew. It has potatoes, carrots, um, meat. It's like chuck meat, chuck and sirloin meat. Very good. The meat's tough at first, but once you cook through, it's very, very soft. And we put that over rice, make some plantains, fry them up, make the sweet ones, and then water.
Dude, that's fucking perfect. That's like whenever I get a, pork shoulder or a beef buttocks or whatever and throw it in the crock pot, I
Yeah.
throw all the same shit in there. I put celery, onions, the beef, the pork, whatever, and then we do it over rice, and then we got meals for like 2 days, you know? That's some good shit.
What I like cooking the most.
What spice level would you consider? Because I work at this stupid chicken place now. Um, they make you sign a fucking waiver if you're gonna get this certain spice level. How high is your spice tolerance?
Well, Jose takes me to Thai with love. You
What?
know Thai with love? Do you know Thai with love?
No, I know the hot ones where they have that geeky ass dude and they have like celebrities come on and all that shit.
Yeah.
But they just basically just ramp up the spice level and then they have to like drink milk and shit because it gets too much.
There's a restaurant in Lafayette called Thai with Love.
Okay.
It's Thai food, and there's something called Thai hot, and it's very hot. Check it out. It's really good. It's very good.
So
Maybe
you
get medium or hot for
so
you.
you can handle it.
I sweat a lot, but yeah, I can eat it.
How is the bowel movement the next day?
I don't know. I'll tell you the next time I get it.
All right, do you have any questions for me before we go? Because my girl is like jonesing for this Love Island shit.
No,
All right, that is
I
a
can't
good
think of
question.
anything. I'm sorry, Jesse. I just can't remember.
You're good, man. All right, I'm gonna end on this. This is my favorite question. Do you put your socks both on and then your shoes, or do you put your sock and then shoe and then sock and then shoe?
Socks and shoes.
See, champion Francisco Beauchamp. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
please, I hate saying this shit. Like, rate, subscribe, whatever, share, and I'm gonna
Why
have
do you hate advertising yourself?
do what?
Why do you hate advertising yourself?
That's a good question because
Don't you think you do good job?
no, I don't. I do this as a hobby, and I'd much rather be doing stand up. But stand up in Lafayette is fucking.
Atrocious.
So this is what I do to kind of satiate myself. And I like having just random people on. Not that you're random, because I've known you for years and years, but I like just getting like as many eclectic people on as possible and asking them these ridiculous questions. And I don't care if I get 4 listeners or 70 listeners. Like, it doesn't matter to me. It's just like, it's practice. And I appreciate you coming on. And embracing me with your time. And,
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
sir, and give my best to your brother. I know he's a little mad at me because my Pacers beat his Knicks. So he's probably a little salty about that, amongst other things, but I still love him.
I love them too.
And I love you
I
too.
didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything about that, but okay.
Well, then he needs to reevaluate his Knicks fandom, maybe come over to the Pacer side. I don't think it'll happen.
No, he's a tough cookie to break.
Right on. All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on. And until next time, don't die.